Guys, what's your opinion on that assassination we witnessed on TV? Like, I've never witnessed anything like it, you know. It's fucking insane. As the world watched, and it's fucking, oh man, it's kids and all of them. Like, there's a lot of good and bad people in the world that have opinions, and sometimes our opinions can get us into a lot of fucking trouble, you know. And it's like this geezer, he was a target for a lot of fucking organizations, I'd imagine. But like seeing that happening to somebody, it's not a nice thing, you know. So, depending on the topic of conversation, it's like, yeah, I feel bad for his family, you know. It's like that video must have been shared millions of times by now, you know. I sympathize with his family because, like, Jesus Christ, like, not long ago they tried to take out Donald Trump, and it's like, listen, like I said, this is just the beginning. You know, you get mad bastards from all over the place that just want to cause fucking chaos and anarchy, you know, and they're willing to do whatever they have to do to get their message across. You know, it's like, it's a scary world we live in. You know, it's like he was executed because of his beliefs. He was executed because of things he said, you know, and like executed in front of your family, you know. And according to the Fifth Amendment, it's like you don't have to say shit if you don't want to, and you can say a lot of shit if you want to, but this geezer, because of what he said, and it's like somebody took him out, and that was a professional hitter. You know, it's like I know two people were questioned about it and released with no further investigation. Now, this geezer is like an American version of Tommy Robinson. And can you imagine if the gun laws were the same in the UK as they are in America? You know, it's like I said, people are losing their life for basic liberties like freedom of speech. You know, like once our freedom is taken away from us, once we can't speak and we have to watch every little last word we say, that's like being imprisoned inside society. It's like fucking. But I would like to say rest in peace to that fella's family. You know, my condolences on to him. Like I said, regardless whether this geezer was a fucking paid or just some fucking psycho, you know, that man's family was there. His wife was right next to that stage. You know, like when a few people mentioned it today, you see now, something I noticed today, after 45 minutes of talking about it, 2,000 people had watched me live. 2,000 people within an hour. You see, I did say I'd put my foot down and I'd get me channel across that line. Now, it just so happens, like, I don't believe in coincidence. And I think this is a sign of things to come. You know, like I said, it's crazy. Somebody sent me a video today and I looked at the video and I was like, that sounds like muffled firing. Whoever took that shot had a silencer on the end of that weapon, because, you know, you're a shooter and you're within a mile of that area, everyone's going to hear that shot. Unless you have a muzzle on the end of it, you know what I mean? It's like, but I've seen some strange things in my time, but it's scary to think that because of your liberty and freedom, and because of freedom of speech, you're not safe. You know, like, even if the geezer was the devil here, his kids never asked to be born. Like, that is something that'll be imprinted in their mind forever. You know, I believe that they questioned 2 people and they've been released with no further action. Like I said, I think this was a deliberate part, you know, and I don't think it's a coincidence. You know, something's gonna happen at this march. You mark my words. Stay safe at this march, because I have a bad feeling, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this march is gonna cause a lot of tension, a lot of animosity, a lot of bad will, a lot of bad intentions. And no, but you understand, I didn't even know who he was, mate, until fucking today. It doesn't matter if his name is Roger Cook, bro. He was executed in front of his family. You know, that's fucking nuts. Like, you know, like I said, there's a lot of these right-wing people and it's like, you know, it's like you get once, like this geezer had over 7 million followers on fucking TikTok or something stupid like that. You know, it's like, that's a lot of fucking people listening to him. You know, boy, dude, they're not listening anymore. Because I tell you one thing, right there, man, what a fucking shot, like how graphic. I'll tell you another thing, you know, if I hadn't got a muzzle on the end of that, yeah, his head is coming off. Thanks, mate. But like I said, I sympathise for his family. You know, like it's like I'm a dad at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Listen, if you're gonna fucking shoot me, but don't do it in front of me kids. But whoever did this wanted to make a fucking statement, because it's rare you see people getting assassinated on TV. You know, it doesn't happen. You know, it's like, if they can get to the Don, if they can get to the Don, if they can get to Donald Trump, hey, they can get to a right-wing guy like that easy. You know, like, because of social media, and I'm putting his locations up, and I'm going to be at this rally, da. Now look, somebody done ops on you and you didn't even know they were looking at you. You know, and I'll tell you one thing, mate, I know there would have been a lot of hesitation there. I know there would have been a lot of this, a lot of recon and ops, bro. Just scanning that venue, you know, and looking for a perfect place to take that shot. You know, and I've seen a few videos of people at this rally, and there's in one of the videos, well, I've seen 2 separate videos of a guy on a roof, an active shooter. He's on that roof, right? If that's the president, yeah. Do you understand? Like, I just think it's insane, you know, like, he was killed because of his beliefs. You know, hey, Lena, what do you reckon, Lena? Do you reckon there was a muzzle on the end of that rifle? What do you think of that? Shout out to Somerset. Lena, you know that live I did earlier on? You know, in 2 hours, 2,000 people watched it. Sorry, in the first hour, 2,000 people watched it. Good that, isn't it? 2,000 people in the first hour. Now, look at, I know the guy had his own beliefs and what have you, but as a father, I wouldn't wish that for me kids. It's like the guy, like, what a fucking shot, like, Jesus Christ. You know, it's like, by the time people got to him, I'd say he'd lost half the volume of the blood in his body. You know what I mean? That shot must have done so much damage, creating so much havoc in your neck. You know, it's like you see his head, man. Yeah, high caliber bullet, long range, automatic weapon, silencer. Yeah, because if I don't put a muzzle on the end of this, every police car in a mile radius is going to hear this shot go off. Automatic weapons, they tend to leave an echo. It's like, and if you've no silencer on the end of your gun, it's like you're going to give away your location real quick. So I think that they put a muzzle on the end of it. Well, I think there was day. I'd say there was planning that went into it, but only one fella took the shot. You know, try to mingle among all the fucking, you know, it's like, as soon as he mentioned fucking mass shootings in schools, like it was like synchronized. As soon as them words come out of his mouth, it's like his fate was already sealed. Hey, Top G, like his fate was sealed. How crazy is it, right? It's just like synchronization. It was like in key. As soon as he said them words, mass school shootings, he went like that, right? Do you see, just before he was shot, the way he went in, yeah? Now, let's say my man had him locked on, right? It's like, and he's just about to take the shot, and he goes like that and bends down. And my man shoots him and hits the geezer next to him. Like, that was a kill mission, that. Whoever took that shot knew what they were doing. You know, I think that there's an agenda behind this, and I don't think it's an isolated incident. Kirk, not Cook, isn't it? I didn't say Cook, did I? I fucking did not. I'm fucking telling you now, it didn't. I'm fucking sure it didn't. Well, I'm not sure. To be sure, but what a shot. Finn, I don't play video games. It's like, Finn, if he hadn't got a silencer on that weapon, every fucking police car within a mile radius would have heard that shot. You know, it's like, and when that geezer took a shot at Trump, if they can get people in place to shoot the president of the United States, they can knock off a right-wing guy every now and then and sneak into the crowd, just like them fuckers did in the Boston Marathon bombing. Yeah, shout out to Boston. Oh, there he is. There's that little fucking infidel there. Yeah, you've been chatting shit, talking this, that, the other. Now I've got you in the scope of me rifle. And I don't miss. And like I said, man, Jesus Christ, freedom of speech cost him his life. I know more about the guy now than I've ever known, because I had to do my own research a little bit about him, and then I watched the video, and then I watched it again and again and again and again and again and again. I watched it about 13 times from different angles. It's like, and I truly believe that if there wasn't a silencer on that weapon, he would have been decapitated live on TV. His head would have rolled enough. Well, Lena, listen, and I fucking tell you, it's like, before most of his family knew, that video was around the world, shared millions of times on social media. I didn't even know much about the geezer until today. You know, I'm not, like I said, I have my own views. Me and me son were out on the canal talking about it today. You know, me lad told me, he said, Dad, you know, his wife was there and his kids. I was like, fuck off. You know, like, high caliber bullet, you know, long range. It's like, it should have taken his head off. You know, I truly believe if he had been stood up rather than sitting down the way he was, I reckon his head would have come off. You know, I buy that for $1. You know, like I said, it's like freedom of speech got that man killed. Even if he didn't have the same beliefs and views as us all. Like, I'm just speaking as a dad. Hey, gorgeous. Yeah, I am absolutely bollocks, I swear down. Okay, love, I'm going to use your arm in the world just to lay on because I feel bollocks. But, like I said, there's loads of guys out there a lot worse than this fella. It's like, but the fact that his partner and his kids were there. Fucking shut up. Don't start it. Hey, you already know. Look at me. You already know. I'm tired. You just killed me off. Leave me alone. You're not even funny. Right, yeah, listen, I'm not having this conversation with you. Because look what happened the last time we had a conversation like this. Look where it ended. But so earlier on, I want to share something with you. I broke my own record today. 2,000 people in the first 45 minutes watched that live today, right? And YouTube sends me a message saying that it's processing. And I'm like, so I sent a complaint, says, here, you better process my fucking live, you cunt. I've just fucking went live, and in 45 minutes, 2,000 people had watched the live, just like old days. You know, and I think I need to take me finger down my arsenal, and I'll show you how I'm going to hit me target. I won't tell you, I'll show you. You see, because I'm educated, right? Yeah. I'm Brokeback Mountain, except I am not a fountain. Yeah. But, fuck's sake, man. It's like everybody today, man, has been talking to me about this, what happened. You know, like, it's got, I don't think this is an isolated incident. Oh, thank you, gorgeous. I don't think this is an isolated incident. I think this is the start of something. Like COVID or something. Yeah, there's a lot of sick people out there that's going to be affected by this. And I'll be honest with you, here, I don't like loads of crowds and shit, you know, and I'll be honest with you, I've really strong concerns for the safety of English, Irish, every breed of people going to that march. I have a bad feeling. You know, like a lot of these organisations, like, listen to me, you don't have to be a Stevie Wonder to see this. Think about it. All these organisations from all around the world that are pissed off at America and the United Kingdom. Hey, strike one to the Yankees. And I believe strike two will happen. I'm just hoping I'm fucking so wrong. You know, I pray for a peaceful demonstration at this rally. And I don't think it's going to go down that way. But anyway, today, go look if you want. I remember a time where that many people used to watch me live in an hour or two. You know, but today I think I beat my personal best. 2,000 people in 48 minutes had watched the live. You know, and I'm in the 30s now. Closer. Oh, that's not very nice, is it? Why would you even say that word? You another uneducated hobbit. How about this, right? Right? For being fucking rude, yeah? You can bounce. Give me a second. Right, guys, here. I know the whole world's talking about this man being executed on telly, but here, the whole world's talking about boxing too. If you're newly subbed to this channel and you have an opinion on the fight the weekend, share your opinion with me. Who do you think is going to win this weekend? Canelo or Crawford? Who's going to get here? I have a question for you. Does anybody know how much this knockout bonus is? I've said it. Terence Crawford is going to knock Canelo out. Now, I'm a Canelo fan. I'm a boxing fan. Me heart is going Canelo, but me brain is going Crawford. 41-0. Canelo's had 67 fights, 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 defeats. He's lost to Mayweather and Bivol. You know who Crawford's lost to? No fucking body. So therefore, my boxing calculations have added up to Crawford being the first man to sleep Canelo. Well, properly sleep him. Sleep. Night. Yeah. And they're getting a bonus if one of them can knock the other out. I wonder how much that bonus is. A Jacob watch. 10 Bitcoin. What the fuck? You know. And the belt is worth 150 grand. You know, 150 grand worth of the finest gold crafted belt ever for Ring Magazine. The same people who make jewellery for the Royal Mint and for the Queen, and well, obviously not for the Queen anymore because she's nowhere to be Queen. Sorry, my bad. So, looks like them two have something in common. Yeah, so Crawford and Canelo this weekend. It's a boxing match of the ages. It's like we're talking Hagler Hearns here. We're talking fucking like you can go back over so many fucking, you know. It's like, but this one's special because Terence Crawford is a special fighter. 41 fights, 41 victories. You know, and I can't see him losing to Canelo. And Canelo, like, as far as I'm concerned, Boxing Ring Magazine, that belt, you know, it's been held by the likes of Muhammad Ali. Even Canelo's face is on it too. You know, but this is a new updated Ring Magazine belt. And it's like, it's £150,000 worth of gold. And you know, it's a nice little item, yeah. Now, I don't know who's on the undercard. What time am I on? Right, guys, I have like 10 minutes and I'm fucking off. Yeah, I'm absolutely bollocks. So, My laptop's been a knob. It's like, tell you what, I wonder what Donald Trump's gonna do. Like I said, man, it's fucking, the world's gone crazy. You know, and it's the people in it. It's not the world, it's just the motherfuckers in it. You know. But yeah, if you're going to this march, guys, behave yourselves. Because at the end of the day, it's like it's hypocrisy at its finest. If you're going to that march with intentions of breaking the law, well then you're just as bad as the people who were trying to stop. You know, crime is crime. You know, like there's no fucking, you know, there's no middle ground here. You know, like there's no point being a fucking hypocrite. You know, and saying, oh, well, we don't want people committing crime, or we don't want people doing this or doing that. But yet you're going out and doing it. You know, so that's been a hypocrite. But I do pray for a safe, peaceful fucking march the weekend. But I know it's going to be all over Sky News, rioting and fucking, you know, people are bringing stupid stuff to these marches, and keep them flares away, man. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not going. You know, why put yourself in the firing line for what? What's gonna actually change after this march? Is that now? Are we gonna get anything over? Like what are we gonna get from this march? Does anyone know? What are we going to get from this march? I was having a conversation with an intellectual young man earlier on, by my son. Educated. I said, son. He said, Dad, what are we gaining from this march? I don't like racist people, neither do I, son. You know, what are we going to gain from this march? You know, some people might gain an extra church. Some people might gain a few stitches in the head. I just worry about multiple attacks happening in London on Saturday morning to bring the fucking what's it called? The fucking whole of the fucking British transport, whatever, them fucking tubes. Bring the whole system down. They've done it before. And one way to shut a place down is to attack their trains, their buses. Oh, fuck, here's trouble. How are you? I worry because they've done it before. They know how to shut our railways down, our buses down, everything in lockdown, organised chaos. You know, multiple explosions have been reported all over London. You know, the metro has been hit again, the tube's been hit again, London's at a gridlock. There is hundreds of thousands of people all around London trying to get home, everyone's stranded, ambulances can't get in. That's what I say. I hope I'm fucking wrong. You know. Yeah, well, bro, people ain't gonna have much balance after 10 points and 3 grams of coke. Do you understand? Like, there's going to be a lot of fucking intoxicated people there, and it's a powder keg waiting to blow up and ignite. And there's going to be a lot of people there that are going to be on the piss all morning, all day. There's going to be a lot of spotters there. There's going to be a lot of plain clothes police mingling in with the crowd. And I'm telling you now, I don't think what happened in America is an isolated incident. I truly believe that this could be the start of something. You know, a pattern. 9/11 yesterday. Listen to me. 9/11 yesterday. Or today. Yeah, the anniversary. Right? Anytime around that fucking anniversary, shit happens. Right? In 2 days, one of the biggest demonstrations we've ever seen in the United Kingdom is going to happen. One of the biggest police fucking things ever in this country. And if I was a threat to this country, I'd be thinking, how can I bring this country to its knees? Attack its rail system, its buses, the whole network from Shepherd's Bush all the way across Tottenham, all the way around the system. It's like, and that's how they can shut this thing down. You know, a lot of people say, Jude, you're fucking mad paranoid. I'm not paranoid. You have to plan for the what if. What if? What? And I say, I told you so. You know, I won't get no satisfaction out of knowing. That's a threat. Do you understand? And these are very sophisticated motherfuckers. You know, and I truly worry for the safety of people going to this march this weekend, because we've witnessed what a lot of people can do in cars, in vans. We've seen policemen stabbed. We've seen soldiers beheaded. Do you understand? It's like these don't give a fuck. If they have a glory mission here, glory to Allah, that's what they're saying, because here we're going to paradise, brother. Don't worry about it. Blow yourself to pieces. You'll be free. You'll be put back together. And you'll be rewarded in 5 lifetimes. That's what you're dealing with. I take 3 U's with me. I'm going to paradise. It doesn't work that way. But that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with people that believe if they harm multiple people, that they're going to paradise, because that is their jihad, which translates to holy war. You know, 9/11. Listen to me, call me a fucking conspiracy theorist if you want, yeah? The last time, I remember, I'll fucking go back. Okay, we'll see who's paranoid. Timothy McVeigh, on the 9/11 fucking anniversary, what did he do? What did he do? He leveled the federal building with a fucking crash in it. With a crash in it. Do you know the amount of babies he killed? Hey, a helicopter went, where's the federal building? A third of it is gone. You know what he did? He filled the truck with ammonium nitrate. Okay, fertilizer. Ooh, and a few other things he used. You know, this shit happens around anniversaries, and these ideologies, this shit like this can be planned over time. You know, and like I said, London is a perfect location for it. You know, the security forces will tell you here, Jill's not wrong. You have to plan for the what if. What if this goes wrong? You know, London will be locked down. Do you know how many thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are going to be in London? All they have to do is put a couple of devices or a couple of people that want to go to paradise on a bus. That's it. Jude was right. I hope I'm wrong. Because I've been watching a few things on the internet, and threats have been made about this match, that if this match goes forward, that a lot of things is going to go wrong. Now, like I said, I just hope I'm wrong. But listen, guys, I'm going to fuck off. I've got a banging headache. It's like I feel like I've just climbed the fucking mountain. It's like, yeah, and I'm absolutely bollocks because I didn't sleep much last night. Yeah, I had a woeful night last night. But I'd like to say this. Earlier on, me live, within an hour, 2,000 people had watched it. And I was delighted I was, because it's like, you know, I've worked hard on this. And before I go, if you've got an interest in UFC, boxing, if you've got mental health issues, if you're in recovery, yous are all welcome in here, because, like I said, there's a certain group of people that always come in here and are respectful, and, you know, that's all I ask is, you know. Tell you what else I'll ask you. If you're not sub to me channel, here, give Mr. Samurai there. Hang on. Give Mr. Samurai Kama a sub there. Listen, I at the end of the day, I have a soldier's mindset. I always think, what if? You have to plan for threats, foreign and domestic. Do you understand? And we could be looking at one of the biggest potential risks this weekend. It's like, and people say, Jude, you're fucking mad. All right then. Okay, I'm fucking mad, right? Now, like I said, a lot of these guys who are getting through the net come from organisations like Hezbollah, Mossad, ISIS, and the Taliban. And they're getting through, and they're committing heinous crimes here. And they're not the only one committing crime. Irishmen, Englishmen are committing the same similar crimes. But know this, yeah, if you go to that march with intention in your head of breaking the law, well, then you're just as bad as these people who we're trying to lock the fuck up. Okay? Because it's not okay for us to break the law, and for these cunts to break the law, and as soon as they break the law, we're getting on a high horse and saying, hang on a fucking minute. You know, so what's good for one is good for everybody. We all live under the same house, and we follow the same fucking rules. And anybody who's a significant risk to women and children, and any motherfucker who's a threat, whether it be foreign, domestic, or homeland, has to be neutralised. Simple. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Look, I'm about 30 subs away from 4,000. If you've got a backup channel, sub to me channel. And again, this weekend, Crawford v Canelo. I'm going with Terence Bud Crawford to stop Canelo. Right, we out. And here, United win the fucking derby. Come on, you cunt. Right.